I'd like to tell you a little bit about my experience upgrading the service, because I feel that I could maybe do you a public service by telling you something that happened that I was almost kind of fooled. Allow me to explain, okay? So previously, I had been an annual subscriber to PlayStation Plus. Once a year, Sony would auto bill me a flat amount. I think it's like $59.99 for the yearly service of PS Plus. I just left it going like that. Years ago, I actually had like a discounted rate because I found a bunch of stuff, discounts online. That just expired, and I've just been paying the full price ever since. Okay, now incidentally, my PS Plus yearly annual subscription was going to expire on July 5th. Today is June 13th. Okay? So, I knew that it was coming to expiration, so it was kind of like the perfect time for me to change to a new service anyway, if I was going to do so. All right? So, last night, it was like 9 p.m., and I thought, oh, you know, it's the day before. It's 9 p.m. Maybe they treat it like a midnight release. You know, maybe I'll be able to do this on the fly early. No, that was not possible. I wanted to do this last night and have it all set up for today. It wasn't available last night, okay? As of the time I was going to sleep last night, it wasn't launched yet, and that was actually after midnight. So at some point overnight, they launched the new program, okay? So when they launched it, there's various ways you can do your upgrade, all right? I just so happened that I was doing stuff in my house. It was the morning, and as I'm eating my breakfast and stuff, I'm like, I'll just do the upgrade on the fly on my phone. You know, I'll just go to PlayStation.com, and, you know, I'll just do it through here, because, you know, you could do it all through the mobile site, too. So I log into PlayStation.com, and here's the link. Oh, here's the new tiers and everything. Okay, let's check that out. So I click on it, and it says, okay, so you're currently under the annual plan for PlayStation Plus, the legacy service that's not available anymore. So you can't renew that. You have to select a new tier of service that you want, okay? So I'm looking at the options, and of course there's Essential, which is the old PS Plus service that's just online, you know, functionality, the free for PS Plus games once a month, and the old stuff that you used to get. Then there's a new middle tier, and then there's a higher tier, okay? The higher tier is Premium. Now, Premium is what I was interested in. Has all the games. Classic games catalog, game trials, modern games catalog, PlayStation 3 streaming through the cloud, and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I wanted, okay? So I clicked on Premium. And what happened was, automatically, Sony prorated my service. And what they said was, oh, so you basically have 3 weeks left on your annual membership, and it's going to expire that first week of July, okay? So because it's going to expire in the first week of July, we're going to charge you a small upgrade fee, and what you will get is you will get 3 weeks of the PlayStation Plus premium service for this small additional fee for what you've already paid in the past, okay? Then, in July, you know, it'll renew and all that. You'll have to pay for it again. Okay, sounds good to me, right? So I clicked on it, and actually I lucked out. Like, I really lucked out, because let's say, what if my renewal wasn't until like the end of the year? Well, they probably would have charged me a big prorated fee for the rest of the year. Now, what if I didn't want this for the rest of the year, right? Apparently, for what I'm seeing, all you can do, you can upgrade your existing PS Plus membership to a higher tier, or just not do it at all and stay at what you're at. Like, there's no way to cancel the membership you have and get the new tier for like a monthly basis. It's whatever you have. So if you had the yearly amount and you still have 6 months left, you're forced to pay for a 6-month prorated block fee to get the higher level service. I personally don't like that. I think, since this is a brand new service, that they should give you the option right from the get-go to say, I just want a monthly fee. I don't know if I want premium for 6 months, so all I want to do is pay monthly starting in, you know, next month. They don't give you that option. It's a full prorate fee, okay? I think that's stupid. I looked out that my yearly membership runs out that first week of July, okay? So they prorated it, and guess how much it cost? Like $3.60. Okay? That's not bad, in my opinion. For, you know, 3 weeks of this, just to test it out, like $1 a week. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. Okay? So, I did the upgrade. Selected payment method, all of that baloney. All right, here we go. Go. Okay, I go. Goes through. Now, by the way, that's all it ever said, is that you're going to get this until July, and then in July, you know, the new service will have to renew. That's all it said. It didn't give me any details. It just says, this is prorating it, so you'll have it until July 5th. Sounds good to me. I click, it goes through, payment method, done. Okay, I'm upgraded for like $3.60. I think there was tax too, so it was like $4. Cool. So I turn on my PlayStation, I confirm it's working. Here it is, right? Excellent. But then something pops into the back of my head. Because actually in the last few years, I got burnt a couple times. Where there were situations where I had like a free trial of a subscription-based service. And then all of a sudden, when the trial ran out, they billed me for the service despite the fact that I never agreed to doing that. Okay? It's completely illegal. And in fact, a lot of companies have gotten into major problems with this kind of thing recently. The government actually has gotten involved, and certain services actually had to change the way that they operate because they got into trouble for deceptive billing practices. Okay? So knowing this in the back of my head, all right, I'm thinking, I wonder what's going to happen on July 5th when this prorated service expires. So just for the sake of completeness and cover my butt, I logged back into my PlayStation account on my phone. There's a subscriptions tab you can click on. I click on it, okay? And it says, you have been auto-enrolled. Auto-enrolled. I never agreed to it. There was no pop-up. There was no prompt to say it. You have been auto-enrolled into the annual service for PlayStation Plus Premium. And unless you disable it, on July 5th, we're going to bill you $119.99 to your payment method automatically to renew it for a year.
What?
I legally never agreed to that. I had agreed to a $59.99 a year charge for the old service, and I agreed to a $3.60 prorate upgrade. I never signed any contractual agreement to pay $119.99. It doesn't exist. Sony is being deceptive. Sony is trying to get people to sign up for this new service thinking, oh, I can get it for a few bucks prorated. This is cool. And then they get charged for the whole annual amount after the fact, not knowing they even signed up for it. Okay? So there absolutely legally should not be a carryover. If you're on one automatic renewal service, it shouldn't automatically just assume you want the next one without even asking or any approval from the customer. But it did it. It's bullshit. It should never happen. It should be illegal. And by the way, it is illegal. But this is a new thing Sony's doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if a ton of people upgrade to the new service not knowing what they're getting into. And next thing you know, they get a big-ass bill out of nowhere over the next few months because it auto-renewed without their permission. So I just want to throw that out there for you guys, all right? So here's what I did. When I saw that, I said, oh, no. I don't even know if I'm going to like this service. I don't want to agree to that. So I disabled it. And then I said, I want to do it on a 1-month basis. Every month, rebill me. Now, monthly, it's more expensive because I just told you. The yearly cost of this in North America is $119.99. So that's $20 a month. If you go, excuse me, not $20 a month. That's $10 a month. Sorry about that. If you go to the monthly service, it increases a lot. It goes from $10 a month to $17.99 a month. So that's an $8 increase. That's a hell of a lot more money for the same service. But if you're not sold on getting the premium service, you don't want to agree to a year of it or prepay for a year of it, right? So as of now, I changed it to be month to month, all right? And so I'm going to go ahead and keep this for until July 5th. I'm likely going to keep it again, and here's why. It was just announced at the Sony State of Play last week that if you have PlayStation Plus Premium, in July, there's a new game coming out called Stray. It looks really good. It's the game where you control a cat that has like a camera on its back, and it's investigating like crimes and murders and stuff. And it's a puzzle platformer with some investigation mechanics. I want to play that game. Well, if you're a PS Plus Premium subscriber, in July, you get that game for free. So why would I not renew in July for $18 when the game costs more than that, right? So, let's see what happens Will I want to keep it long term, like I have Game Pass on permanently, or not? I don't know. But let's take a look now at what exactly is available in PlayStation Plus Premium, shall we?